Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are going to study about organic compounds or what are organic compounds. So let's start today's lesson. Before to study about organic compound, let's see few things that in our daily life. Coal, chalk, pencil, diamond ring, candle, baking soda, sugar, vinegar, lighter. Here lighter mean to say the fuel that present inside the lighter. So my question is that which element found in all these things? Yes, that's carbon. Correct answer. We can divide these things in different categories. For example, coal, graphite in pencil, this thing, and diamond. Carbon occur as an element. In all these things, carbon occur as an element. So what is an element? Element is a pure substance, mean to say without any impurity. Now second, in other things carbon occur as compound. So what is a compound? A compound, a thing that is composed of two or more separate elements or separate things that can combine. For example, candle, baking soda, sugar, vinegar, lighter, chalk. So we can divide these compounds into two categories. Let's see these two categories: carbon compounds, organic compound, and inorganic compound. What are organic compounds? Contain carbon hydrogen bond, or we can call them hydrocarbons. Second, inorganic compound, lake, or you can say that without carbon hydrogen bond. So organic compounds that present in living things like animals and plants, while inorganic compounds that occur in rocks and minerals. Let's see which are organic and which are inorganic compounds. Organic compounds like sugar, vinegar, lighter, and candle. Inorganic compounds, baking soda and chalk. How many organic compounds? The question here: 100, 1000 and millions. Yes my dear, the correct answer is millions of organic compounds. Why their amount and number is huge? 10 million organic compounds have been discovered, found and synthesized. It is very important to note organic compounds can be synthesized. If you require something, you can synthesize according to your need. There are so many organic compounds due to similarities in their groups. So we arrange them in the form of groups like hydrocarbons, alcohols, aldehydes, carboxylic acid and amides. So now let's see what are hydrocarbons. Simplest organic compounds, they just contain carbon and hydrogen. Only carbon and hydrogen, no other element. Where are hydrocarbons found? So where are hydrocarbons? Used in everyday life, like fuel used in buses and autos, CNG, compressed natural gas, cooking gas, or you can say that LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, all contain hydrocarbons. Let's start to see the molecular structure of hydrocarbons. Here you have three types of hydrocarbons. Let's see why we divide in these three categories. Number one, alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. In the example of alkane, we name as propane, propene and propyne. Now the question for you my dear student, what is common in these? Just observe carefully and then reply. That's great, nice. 3 carbon atom in each. When you are going to count number of carbon, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second, single bond, this also here except this one, and also single bond except this. Now, let us see what is different in these. Yes, so the difference in these, hydrogen in different, number of hydrogens in all of them is different. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you are going to see propene, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Number 2, double bond that present in propene, and then triple bond that present in propyne. So, before to go next, you can see here this the example of alkane. Here in each carbon, the black one, the carbon single bond, and between hydrogen is the white and carbon also single bond. When you are going to see propene, this the double bond between carbon, while other all hydrogen and carbon is single bond. Due to this we name as double bond. And in propyne you can see this one carbon triple bond in this way, and other with carbon and hydrogen single bond. Now, here we have saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons that contain only single bond between carbon atoms. For example, you can see there. So, these all the example of saturated hydrocarbons. Now, unsaturated hydrocarbons, hydrocarbons that have double or triple covalent bonds between adjacent carbon atom. Here you can see double bond and this one is triple bond. Now, which is more reactive, saturated or unsaturated hydrocarbons? Yes, that's right. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are more reactive. Reason? Because double and triple bonds broke more easily comparative to single bond. Look here, ethylene, this double bond, addition of hydrogen easily remove the double bond and add here hydrogen. So, it converts from ethylene to ethane. In the same way, in propyne, addition of hydrogen here in the place of triple bond convert this into propane. The summary of the lesson is very easy for you. Carbon present in element and compound form. So, the compounds may be organic and inorganic. We just stick with organic. So, organic like alcohols, aldehydes, hydrocarbons and carboxylic acid. Our today's topic was hydrocarbons. So, what are hydrocarbons? Hydrogen and carbon compounds. These again two types, saturated, unsaturated. Saturated one only alkanes and unsaturated alkenes and alkynes. So, this the example of saturated alkanes, and these both in which double and triple bond is present, the example of unsaturated hydrocarbons. So, let us see the homework. For the list below, select unsaturated hydrocarbons: alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, alcohols. Very easily you can select which one unsaturated hydrocarbons. Question number 2, classify the following as organic and inorganic compound like glucose, carbon dioxide, calcium carbonate. Last but not the least, what is different in structure between the alkane, alkene and alkynes? Thanks for watching.